Okay. So I guess I should just be on my way to check up on everyone. Denkovsky, drenched in blood. Dangerous? Me? Oh, no, 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 you must be mistaken. I am as cuddly as a cat. Thank you, I need to live a little longer. There's just one more thing that has to be done. My death will not be purposeless now. What kind of thing? I am to perform the most precious feat of all, the feat of self-sacrifice. I will do what Simon has done. Every single particle of my body and soul will become life-bearing, bursting with life, granting it to others. There will be no cannon fire. The town will continue to grow. The thread to future will stretch from the very dawn of time. But you won't last long. You won't be enough. Consider Simon's fate. We are too few now, but if there is at least a dozen of us, it will be enough for the town to expand further and beyond. Hopefully the place where daydreams are captured and fulfilled will live to see 100, 200 years more. How many of those live, how many of those like me have survived? I don't care, I wanted to save your life, not for the sake of future sacrifices. There is no death. Let's just save here and skip some time. I'm curious what's gonna happen now. The morning of the 12th day has come. Today is the final day. You have less than 14 hours to make the right choice. Day 12, in which it finally becomes apparent what it was all about. I was told you were looking for an alternative way, Onion. I know what we must do. We have no other choice but to offer an inordinate sacrifice. Doing so is the still most human thing that can be done. If you think you can trust my judgment, come see me, and I will tell you the details of it. I am running out of time. So much has happened recently that I feel as I am being torn into two. Help me, Barack. Guess we're going to go to the butchering place. So, it's the final day, and we still have like 3 schmotters and 3 panaceas. So I wonder if we're going to like still need all of it? Because from the way you're talking about like how tight margin wear. Oh, let's see what the bird has to say. A letter from the power that be's. Bachelor, we thought we should write, because you don't seem to be listening to what we've told you. You've gotten out of hand. As of late, you keep doing whatever you please. This is unacceptable. You are spoiling the game. If this letter reaches you in good time, Do come to the polyhedron. They will take you inside. Keep your eyes tightly closed to descend to the bottom and say 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes. We'd like to have a little chat with you. The people who own you. You aren't allowed in there, Bachelor. Some of our actors are still standing guard by the door of some of the patrons, the regular audience, so to speak, so the theater is closed. Are you trying to say that until at least one mask is standing guard to the front door, one mask is standing guard at the door, at least one person, at least one doomed person? Wait, what? Are you trying to say that until at least one mask is standing guard at the door of at least one doomed person? Exactly. Oh, you sly devil, thinking on your feet, aren't you? You're called a hero of the intellectual type, and for a reason, I see. Fine, I'll bring your actor back to you. Don't try to bribe them into leaving their post. Don't stoop to begging. Guarding your dying is a pleasure to them, not a burden. I can see that. Okay, so from what it looks like, I need to go use my schmotter to help the people that are currently sick to be able to go in. That's what I have as interpretation is this. So here's hoping that I'm going to have enough. Also, is it me or the streets has been empty? No, there's still people. Okay. It just seems a lot emptier than yesterday. Just me, yeah. It does look that way. Well, here goes the final. The changeling request. Do you remember the letter I sent you? The time has come. The victory I'm trying to lead you is not enabled by the reason. It is made possible by fate alone. You cannot prove it. You can only feel it deep within your heart. I am in the left wing of the dormitory. So come along if you want to talk. My plan is the only one that will work. Nothing has to die. 11 hours of streaming makes the streamer's brain silly. You are too early. The queens will be decided upon the fate of the remains of the Resher's town at 7 o'clock. As for now, the cathedral is closed. I need to speak to Alexander Block. He's in here. Here? No, he will only arrive at 7 o'clock in the evening. A person of exemplary punctuality and honor that he is. Then let me see the Inquisitor. No, Bachelor. You will only meet them at 7 o'clock and not a minute earlier. New powers have come into play now. The powers that even an government Inquisitor cannot oppose. We are only doing their bidings. What power? You'll find that out if every person whose life in your hand has for the last 12 hours, You'll find that out if every person whose life had been in your hands for the last 12 days has a chance to say a word before the council. Every single bound person. Believe is dead. She, apparently, does not think so. This unfortunate girl is the only friend of yours that has really done something for you. You won't ever have to take care of her now, yet her voice will be heard. She pleaded and spoke for you. And the others? There are a few lives you personally are responsible for. If these people are safe and sound by the evening, you will be allowed to access the council. Then let's fucking go. The final checkup on everyone. You saved my life, thank you. I'll have a chance to put it to good use in the near future. What are you going to do with your life? Tell me. It's simple. I won't be staying here long. When everything is finished, and I make sure that my daughter has become the Scarlet Mistress, I'll relocate to Focus. I belong there. But if the town is destroyed, the Crucible will be razed too. Only splinters and heaps of death stone will remain here. But Focus is not quite a place. It will survive the destruction of the town. You can tell, you can how tiny, you can how tiny these. Did the writer were tired to write this? I think the writers are just getting tired as much as I am. You can tell how tiny these houses are. Focus is nothing more than a mere toy, and the polyhedron will be sufficient to everybody. We'll get along well with Simon, and when a new town is designed, will dissolve in its feature. My mind is confused. I wish your victory hadn't been brought to the price of your madness, Victor. To tell you the truth, you're one of the only here who has you're the only one here who has really gone mad. Okay, so he's fine.
In growing old, we become more foolish.
What are you going to do with your life now? It has already been. I've already done what I wanted. My life expectancy was low anyways. Why should I stretch my last days, accumulate disease, and grow to become a burden to my relative? No, the best thing I can do now is give way to my niece. You are fading quickly, Judge. Life is leaving you. How much do you have left? Not much, but I do not need much. Pretty soon the spirit will find a more worthy vessel than this old body. What are the chances you're going to show up tomorrow and be exhausted? None! I'm going to be just fine. But in reality, all you do is really keep it in mind and think things you would have thought, right? Indeed, my boy, indeed. No, let us not talk about it anymore. It disturbs my peace and weakens me. I admire your courage, Judge. Okay, so I'm gonna look with Maria, and then I'm going to go to the polyhedron, and we're going to meet with the power that be. I wouldn't have lived to see today if not for you. Now, if my design works, I will be able to revive the town. What are you planning to do? The polyhedron will become for the new town what the abattoir used to be for the old one. A hub, a nursing organ, a source of vital power, and the origin of its history. How is it possible? It is a prism. It will refract sun rays, focusing them and inseminating the other bank of the river with its blessed warmth. It will be all about the solar cycles. The spots will shift and move following the laws of every calendar. You better be, because I'm emotionally exhausted from writing, so I'm gonna need the hard carry. I'll try my best. We're going to remove the children from the polyhedron. What will happen to it? The polyhedron, the beginning and the starting point of the new town, can accumulate childhood and its own magic, routes, space, and structures that will stretch from the polyhedron will be able to ignite other flames in the people who have left the tower. Can it really be possible? Can you really do it? I am not alone. Moreover, I am not showing you my real power. You're leaving today, aren't you? So remember me for who I was. Remember me not as a Scarlet Mistress able to grab your life, ignite you, and drag your whole being alone, but as a girl with her life hanging by the thread. Perhaps I'll come back here one day. I surely will if I don't forget the way. Time is of the matter. Georgie Kane fine, Victor Kane fine. Okay, so we have Andrew Stamenden, Peter Stamenden, American is fine. Eva Yan is dead, and Marky Mortel, which seemed to be fine last time I checked. So it's probably gonna be the Stamenden that needs help. Which is very funny because it means that we still have a lot of panaceas to give out. So I'm gonna make sure that I go check up on everyone. If you didn't take care of me, we would breathe life into our town again. I will have so many things to do in 5 or 10 years. Thank you, thank you. You think this town will be able to lead into a new life? No need to thank me, I just felt so sorry for you. Live, do what you must. Inquisitors, reminder. Tonight at 7, proceedings will be held at the town cathedral. I earnestly request your attendance. You will be introduce your argument before this obtuse commander in order to substantiate your or our, should I hope, decision. I also ask you to put all your current affairs in order before the proceeding. The situation is at a stalemate. Whatever authority I yield will not be enough to guarantee that the right decision is enforced. P.S. I rely upon your description as well as your decency. How do I go at the bottom then? Here, okay. So we're going to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. Well, this is weird. Big children. Hey, look, it's a bachelor. Wow, he's so big. How did you find us? They've already told you, right? So the powers that be are you? I want you to tell me everything. No problem. What do you want to know? What diabolical game are you playing? Look, it's a magic sandbox. See how it reflects in the mirror? It's because everything's for real there. Here's a town. We made it out of sand. And there's this awful thing going on there. An epidemic. So it's all crumbling. The town is falling apart. But we've sent heroes there to fix it. To fix it? It's rotten, see? Ew! We hoped that they'd think of something. Mirror it in the sand, at least. They're magical, too. You know? The heroes are. Take you, for example. You got it all worked out. You used to be a doll and now you're alive. Perhaps the rest also work like this? And did you know that your doll were alive? Everything is alive around here. It's this structure. It brings things to life. It's not like we're twisting anyone's arm. It just happens, all on its own. We'd only built the town and then it became a miraculous all on its own. And the doll? We just stuck in the throwaway ones in. They were lame anyways. Oops, sorry. Don't you touch anything else around here. And don't stick anything in there anymore. Just don't you dare crush anything here. I'll try to fix it. See, doll? It was us. We've arranged all this. Turned out to be great. We've never made a wall like this before. It's magical. We planted it here and what has all grown up? But now there's rot everywhere. I am a human being. In that case, you're a human being that closely resembled one of our dollies. It's a bachelor, but we're calling it Daniel Denkovsky for fun. There's nothing funny about it, you little bloodsucker. It can be. I am not your toy. Really? So you're not a doll. Go ahead, hit me then. Oh, what are you just standing here? I dare you. Hit me with everything you have. You will regret this, I swear. Yep. See, doll? It was all of us. We've arranged this. It'll be great. See. Don't be upset. Your toy is also nice. Why did you play like this? Why couldn't it have been chosen like a different game, like tag or something? Because we've been to a funeral. They've been sending us to the garden for 10 days in a row, so that we wouldn't get in anyone's way. They've been taking us to the cemetery for a week now, Bachelor. And if you keep being naughty, I'll take you with me next time and I'll leave among the reds so that you know better. But why did you need the doll? Couldn't have you have played with Alice? So who died on you? No one did. No one ever dies. Why is he asking about it? Hush, hush, no need to cry, come on. I hope I can still switch place with you one day. You and the powers that have been. That can happen too. Nanny said everything can happen. Then you know. Then you will know what being a toy is like in the hands of a monster. I'm afraid that you will never understand. It seems that we've been had. Indeed, it was a sandbox plague. The children who were playing there must have been on their way home for the funeral. A sorrowful game that may have seemed appropriate, a diversion to them, or maybe they simply felt their childhood was slipping away. One way or another, the hero has been bitterly deceived. All this time, the hero took himself to be a living man who was trying to rescue his fellow human beings. Beyond doubt, this belief has filled him with fervor, helped him reach the final, and even be somewhat triumphant. In vain. It was all in vain. The hero was a puppet, striving to help the imaginary population of a town that was nothing more than a drawing. Strangely, there is still not a word to be heard from the power that be. Perhaps they became bored of it all, or were called back home for supper. That's your treat for saving all your bounds. An existential crisis. That's pretty cool, though. That seems like a pretty fucking big deal, too. Which now makes me wonder, how are the other ones doing? Let me go out. So now I need to make sure I have everyone saved, at least everyone I can. Some people get very mad at the nothing matter lol tweets. I mean, they did say in 2, they did kind of say that in 2 too, that it is a play for like suffering, like to emulate suffering. Like that's the whole point of 2, or at least from like what you are told in 2. And it kind of fits the game. It really fits the game because like you just work your ass all game, all the way. But even if it doesn't matter, you still want to do like as better as you can to like, because even if nothing matters, doesn't mean that your actions are meaningless. I mean, it kind of does, but you can still try. So now, I do, I do think 2 does it better, incorporated much more into the game right from the start. But I guess by then you don't really take it as seriously, like at the start. Like the warning they gave you was like, you kind of consider it as a joke until you get to the end. Well, I will have to make sure I stop by to get some food, but for the most part, it seems like we should be able to do this fairly easily. What are you talking about? I already have food. Right there. That's silly of me. So let's start from the bottom. And also, I don't believe I've seen any any people around at all. I guess maybe everyone evacuated? I don't know. I took it seriously, but that didn't stop me from my caring.
Others than to prevent being governed.
And that was kind of the point, fighting and caring for that which is deemed pointless. Then I'm a writer, and yeah. That's kind of what I was trying to say by saying that people are still gonna like try their best because they kind of forget about it. Live, lad. I think you've made an ideal husband to Maria. It was obvious that the Kanes and the Olginski were supposed to reunite one day. Um, there we go. Let's go back up. I feel like the plague is also gone, since there's just like no one. Can I just enter any houses? No. It's kind of like weird, just how empty it feels. At At least I guess it's gonna be smooth sailing from now on, I guess. Since there's just nothing in my way, I'm just gonna have to make a run for it and get my things sorted in order before the end.
My path
You didn't take care of me. We would have
and
great life in your town again. That's the same line. Actually, I should probably still save, considering that even if there's no real danger at the moment, I should still value my time. Yeah, like the only people left are just like guard post people. I am surprised Ruben isn't dead though. Thank you. I need to live a little longer. There's one more thing that has to be done. What kind of thing? I am to perform the most previous feat of all. Okay, that's the same line. Interesting. So the only person I didn't manage to save is Vlad the Older, which didn't seem to be on anybody's list. Was he in the... let me check if he was on the Outer Specs one, because if he is, I'm pretty fucked. That's fine. Victoria Olgitskaya, the White Mistress. Taichi. It's just children. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine, because he wasn't on the Changelings list either. Vlad is a story death and doesn't count for the training. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Just no one else died, I think. Other than the people who Sul or like actually gone.
the children know.
Live, do what you must. I just need to make sure that everybody's like healthy. I don't think anyone died, because yes, the previous day I did pretty much like around everywhere. And nobody was sick. I know the theater's fine because I've already talked to them. So it's not the same kind of death bird. Can I go to the town hall? Today is the end at 20,000 or just that's weird amount of time. We're taking the army southeast to the main road. At midnight, we're firing. Your choice will decide where the shells go, Sergeant. Council will be head straight at 7. What if you miss the target? Not from this distance. That is out of the question. Then wait for me at the cathedral. What if I don't come to the cathedral? The Inquisitor and I will have a conflict. I don't think anything will come out of it. I am so wary of her that I will have to break my instruction. I'm afraid I'll risk falling to disgrace, facing even court-martial even. I can relate to you very well. Take my advice. Beware of the Inquisitor. They do say you're a refined analyst, but I wouldn't go risk playing your game if I were you. I'll keep that in mind. Alright. It is still a lot of time. I still have time. I still have time. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. If only I could walk faster. Alright, Lara's fine. Our store's still open? Yeah, okay. That's a funky little birdman you have there. Would be a shame if I just gave the panacea. No. I have a box. I have the panacea here, dumbass. Dumbass bird.
I keep
Thank you. I need to live a little longer.
things these days.
There is no death. We will prevail. Not sick. Not sick either. Also not sick. Yeah, the plague is just gone, I guess. That's so weird. But that's fine enough by me. By me, I can still get my egg and my stuff, because there's no other need for money. Egg. Okay, an angel is not going to die. Egg. Reminds me of the seal, the talking seal video. It is pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to go to the termitary. We're gonna get more food. Yeesh. I'm gonna get a quick look for if there is a bird over there. It is 12. No birds. That's good. Let's reload. So now, from what I'm seeing, there really shouldn't be like that much other people in need of curing, at least from like people I've seen. Is that the left wing of the dormitory? Oh, it is.
Neither
See how everything turns out?
nor the
Who could have
town
thought? You have to sacrifice something, either the town or the polyhedron. One of the queens want to destroy the Wanderer's Tower, while the others seek to raise as much as possible just to make sure. Do you have a different solution? If my confidant are alive, I will come to the council with you. There won't be a single queen there, and that I won't be able to convince with my cause. But are you absolutely sure they are alive? Do you really want me to come to the council? I'll think about it. I'll save here.
My
Uh,
hands are tired.
Come to the castle. I'll give you the right to decide. Clara will come to the castle. If I let her make the ultimate decision, she will force the commander to withdraw his troop, and the current situation will remain unchanged. Yet, might the refusal to interfere be seen as a division itself? In this case, the town will remain a machine of death, no matter how pretty. And after that, I'll try to get if. Oh god. Please tell me this isn't endless. No, it's not. Okay, cool.
What?
Are you aware that we're toys? Of course I am. Were you not? I wasn't. And you're so calm about it? Little puppets we are, true, but it's not the puppet that matters. It's it but whose hand controls it. Have you seen them? I have. They probably think themselves so big. Think they're little human creatures. Little baby kids, don't they? Aren't they? I wouldn't be so sure. I have a gut feeling about it. That's my knack. What can you do? In our specs, he's probably thinking he's a spec, isn't he? Although he doesn't really seem to care. I would have got He would have got on me very well with those kids. Tell me what you know. I already told you everything. I don't know anything, but I sense a lot. See you, Bachelor.
Neither the town.
Now we're gonna go check if the lady here is fine. And then we're gonna get our specs in here. And then we're gonna win. Oh yeah, she doesn't seem to be sick.
Feels like I'm peeping.
Alright, so she's fine. So I know for certain that my bounds are okay. Because I've seen a cutscene that tells me that if my bounds are fine, I should have been able to see it. Which means that I can probably fine just going south now and checking if the aerospexes bound are fine. I mean, it doesn't hurt to also go check the broken heart just to be sure, but I have a feeling that we'll pretty much be clear and good. That is not the correct broken heart building. Doesn't look like there's any bird. Okay. To the south we go. Hooray, no birds. Yeah, we really have like way more panaceas than we need. Can I hurt myself on the fire? I'm curious. No. All the more to use as a currency. Can you even die on the last day? Like, beside of hunger? Because there's like just no... She's fine.
Sleep.
Intrusive thoughts. What do you mean? Which means that now we only have to go to Iraq, I guess. I guess the only way would be for fall damage? Try to throw yourself into a fire. I mean, I'm curious. We are doing surprisingly good on time. I kinda thought this would have gone like a bit more intense than it did.
That tower
I
will
hope you're happier than I am, Onion.
That's how we
So, you have
build
mustered up the resolve to... What are you up to, bud? I'm in doubt, Onion. All this time I've been walking between two paths. I hope that eventually they will converge into one, but they went into different directions. I know how to preserve the towns without risk. I could have shown you the proof I've promised. I was a bit short on time. Then tell me how you would do this. I would destroy the polyhedron. This is a price that has to be paid for procuring enough raw material to create enough panacea. I would keep the settlement, of course. An abandoned dangerous place is 100-fold worse than an uninhabited one that ruled with resolve. So you would demolish the polyhedron. That's your price for saving the town. But how would this Pathologic of a settlement be ruled, I would tackle the hardest task myself, ruling the dome that's covering the depths, the living part as the protective crust that I'd pass over the new generation of rulers brought up by Capella. If another outbreak happens, we'll have enough panacea to nip the epidemic into the bud. Yes, exactly. Olganskaya has marked them, and her mark is not of this world. She is never wrong. Say, if she took upon herself to take care of them, I'd have the time to prepare my argument before the evening could attend to the council. Well prepared. The changeling has ruined them, and now some of them are dying. This is ridiculous. I suppose I could help them. Really, then I could present the commander with an argument of favor Prosalud would preserve the town and the custody surrounding the tower. This is a wise arrangement and, as Myra tells me, a lasting one. I'm thinking about the future of my community. What do you need for that? My confidence are alive, so I'll come. I see no problem with that. Are you absolutely sure you're really well? I am. At least, I think, because we've been checking like everyone that we know where they live. Yeah, I guess we'll be fine. I'm honestly not quite sure if we missed anything else. At least I didn't see any birds from my walk to the town. So I guess this is it, huh? Let me check the list. Be sure. Tai Chieftain Nutkin, Blessed Grace, Urchin Murky and Sticky. I don't think I've seen Murky. I really don't think I've seen Murky. I guess I can go check the factory. Maybe that's the one I'm missing? Well, I'll go check from here. Oh, you didn't let Murky die again, did you? I haven't seen him. I don't think I've seen him. And I don't think I've seen any bird that told me that he died. What do you mean, what the fuck? Like, there hasn't been any, like, death bird. Is it in the factory? Where the fuck does he where does Murky live then? Murky lives in a tram by the train station. Okay, we're gonna have to check that. I'm gonna be so fucking upset if I somehow didn't see that one. I can't believe you let her die again. Wait a minute, we don't know yet. You can hate me when we know for sure. No,
A week
she can close her head murmuring,
summer.
says she'll hit your heart before you even notice. What is this about? You can hide from her in the nursery, but not for long. Niti draws her wrong. She's a dissaf. Who is she? I don't know. Tell me. Tell that to your mommy. She'll hush you down.
And
He
Maggie
didn't talk to Murky the whole
with
game.
the doll. I also wanted to be with mom.
You didn't take care of me. We would have breathed. Yeah, we did it. Murky didn't die because we didn't even know Murky was there. Nobody has ever died. Ever. Unbelievable. I saved this child but never interacted with them for all 12 days. Easy win. Blessed by luck. I am blessed by good luck. Alright, let me try to see if I can take fall damage. I'm curious. Let's go! This, on the other hand, is your fault. I got an achievement for this. That's pretty funny. Anyways. I guess this is it for real. Everyone that I can know of is fine. So I guess we might as well just advance the time then. And if we miss something, we'll can just come back here. Oh, you're still there. Um, give me some of that 21. Let's fucking do this. Let's settle the score. As we are reaching the 12th hour. Judgment has come. Come, Bachelor. The assembly is awaiting your decision. The queens of this chessboards are in deadlock. They have each other pinned down. The game may very well end in tragic stalemate. You are a pawn at the finishing line. Deliver your checkmate, mate. I hear laughing from under your ugly beak. Funny. Now everything will be decided. The Inquisitor lass seems to think she has used you. Confused? Don't you fret. She's also nothing. Everything was leading to this. You are now acting in the interest of inevitability. You can't get away from it. Evil conquers all. Make way. Do you not have the letter for the twinning? I guess I didn't look. I'll see. Which one's the true letter? You will be invited to the theater. I guess not. I'll just save here and come back. Which is weird, because at least I think no one died. I'll go check on the theater now, but I haven't received a letter. Let me check again on the list of people. Or maybe I missed. Is it because? Hmm. Where's the changeling choice? Is it because did the foreman die? Where can I find the foreman? Is it because he died? Because I don't think I've seen him. Alexander the Cruel, Katarina the Deceived, Larry the Vengeful, Yulia the Unbeliever, Anna the August, Aspidid. Eugen doesn't count. And Rubin the Outbreaker. I think that's everyone, so why didn't I get a letter? I genuinely don't know if I missed something, because I think that's everyone. Because we know for a fact that we've been, like, all over the place. I'll go check the theater again for some reason, just to be sure. Because as far as I know, they're all alive. Come in, they're waiting for you. Take my coat and my bag. The hero is a doll, but so are the children. The real game is what's happening between you and us. I cannot leave Bachelor's body. You are imposing your limits upon me. Bachelor has lost his battle for freedom since the very day he was born. What about you? I wanted to stop the epidemic, even a make-believe one. But did you understand what the epidemic really was? It was truly rather obvious. I know that was all a children's game in a glass sandbox, but what for? Was the disease the true evil, though? The disease is only a method, the weapon of evil. Just like a scalpel in a bachelor's hand, the disease will go, devouring itself. Then there'll be war, famine, heresy. Was it really all the effort? Look around. All this for a single wretched town. No, it was a town that had been built for you, not the other way around. We apologize if it's been a disappointment. I still don't get it. It had been built so that you could make your final choice now. We are observing you. Everyone who makes it to midnight will have made a choice, one way or another. We want to see what yours looks like. You still have a chance to change your mind. I've made it already. I know what to do. Good. If it really is you who knows it, we are observing you. We believe that we have a common goal. We want to know if the impossible may be possible. I will be the one to say the final word. You see how sad our fortune is? We put all our hopes on you. We poor actors were hoping you'd become the director of a new show. The old one has been beaten to death, but you turned out to be a doll. That was a blow for me too. I thought I was a human being. Kind sir, can I help you with something? Tell me, who are you in the puppet world? We do not belong into the puppet shows. We are actors of a mime performance. I, for example, am a miserable actor. My line of character is always moaning the inevitable losses. Our repertoire is quite limited, really. The esteemed impresario may have oversold the importance of the local theater. Stop messing with me. Are you a child? Farewell, I am in luck of this esteemed puppeteer. I want to give them a severe belting and put them to a naughty step. What kind of face is hidden behind that mask? I bet it's the face of a child, and your tiny burring voice is revealing your real age. Oh, they are the words of the Bachelor. Only he could hear the tiny voice of an actor who is used to repress himself with gestures only. Go to hell. I am exactly what you think I am. A collection of poorly rendered polygons on a screen. Why are you giving me that look? Do not ascribe to a more important role to me than the one I've been assigned from the very beginning. I'll fail a bigger role. The mask isn't expressive enough. Then we have nothing to talk about. The video game is a video game. Can you believe it? I don't know how I would react to this kind of revelation. Wake up? This has been nothing but a game. Did you forget? I did. Which kind of goes back to 2, the second game. Except now they're more direct about it. There. Although I don't think I've got a letter. But that's fine, we got to see that. Which means I did it. I won. I truly did. I truly won. I didn't see that version of the conversation before. My one went quite differently. Is it because I just took the wrong choices? Or like the choices that didn't like go somewhere? Or are you saying that I messed up? Either way. Either way, it's been done. Not about the wrong choices, but the tragedy certainly seemed a little disappointed that you were still talking as the Bachelor. You know what? I guess we can just reload and do it again, just to see how it can go, since we're already here anyways. I had quite a candid to developer conversation with him. Alright, that's fine. I can go to that. Hmm. Did I save before going there? Did you? Let's reload. Because I don't think it matters what choices I do if still got a save file at the right spot anyways. Because I do feel like I want to see that. Because this is, after all, my reward for going this far. And it's not like a few minutes will hurt. Right, now he's safe. This is still better than the Portal 1 mod you played. It's a lot longer. I cannot leave the Bachelor's body, and you are imposing your limits upon me. Bachelor is my hands and nothing more. I wanted to see if I can make it. That's what we're all interested to see as well. Can you make it or not? Can you not? Can you make it? What exactly? Could you not have made it? I've made it. I managed to destroy your poisonous evil that spread thin across the world. I don't think that's the right choice either. I wanted to stop the epidemic, even a make-believe one. But did you understand what the epidemic really was? Was the disease the true evil, though? No, it was a town that's been built for you. So your curse is what fate will choose for the town. We have to make sure that this is truly you making the decision. Are you absolutely positive that your choice is not predetermined by anyone or anything? Could it have been otherwise? Oh, absolutely. When every step you make has been predicted, you are still free to either take it or not. When it has been foreseen, however, you remain a mere puppet in someone else's hands. Being my puppeteer is a good position for you. I don't care, I will do as I see fit. That is precisely what we are waiting for. I'm gonna save to see the other choices. You see how sad our fortune is? We put all their hopes on you. But I am not dull. Did I hear you right? Who is it speaking? It's me, the player. Oh, then I apologize profusely. You are definitely not a doll. The cool part about this realizing is that they're the same two characters that gives you your tutorial when you first leave Eva's. Oh wait, that is, yeah. Oh, then I apologize profusely. You are definitely not a doll. But that seems to be unhelpful for our hero now. He is humiliated, crushed, but most importantly, he is deprived of the power that we have all hoped for. By the way, are you still willing to take my responsibility for him? Yes, he is my responsibility. I will stay up with him until the very end. His words shall be my words, his deeds shall be my deeds. Oh, then, I apologize once again. Perhaps not all is lost yet. Let's wait for the final to see if the day brings any surprises. We still have a chance to play in this drama with an unpredictable story. Yes, and my allied Bachelor thinks he's better. It's my solo now. Tell me, kind sir, can I help you with something? If you know what we are, then who are you? I am exactly what you think I am. Undoubtedly. Okay, so I guess it kind of stops there. That's fine. Alright. Now that we've witnessed Let's fucking finish this. And we will get the least bad ending. It is time. To finish. For good. They've already begun. What are you waiting for? Do you want to make the optional impression barging in? Perhaps I'll only enter when I feel that I can no longer wait any longer. I laugh at you, person in a mask. Oh, wait. Actually, what if I did wait? What if I did wait? What would change? Also, I just realized that I'll have to do the walk again because I didn't save before getting there. Which is fine. It's not that big of a walk anyways. Oh, why did it this time not do anything? You have to talk to it again? Let me check again. Perhaps I'll only enter when I feel I can't wait any longer. Okay, so I guess it just doesn't change anything. Oh, wrong save. Okay, enough waiting around then.
There's nothing to talk about now.
Look at them. You see now that she is a victim? Do not paint her a demon. She is honestly just doing her duty, like you or me. I have no idea what you're talking about, Burak. There is not a single woman here fitting your description. We have very different definition then. You are protecting Aglaia. Do you really have something to say in her defense? Just still confused. What has she done to deceive you? Did she lie to you? Has she withheld the truth? I think you'll learn everything you have without her help. Every conclusion you have made on her is your own. The whole town was at your disposal. She had to protect the town at any cost. That was her purpose. And yet she tried to settle a personal account with her deceased sister for claiming to fulfill a noble duty. She came as a lightbringer capable of resolving all of her misfortune with the power of her intelligence, and ended up a traitor that tried to sell me another lie under the guise of the ultimate truth. You're holding a grudge, Onion. Nothing more. You only feel betrayed because you entrust yourself to her. But that was your own choice. It's wise to brand yourself as savior beforehand and then denounce them when they fail to live up to your expectations, even though they didn't even know you had them. Oh, she knew, that's the difference. She knew and exploited my hopes. You brought this to yourself. Don't even try to get even with Aglaia. If you want to destroy the town and save the tower, only to get to her and push her toward her demise, that would be unbecoming of you, Onion. It is you who will become a spiteful puppeteers, driven by thirst for revenge. It's not about revenge, I just want to keep my word and fulfill my mission fairly.
People are
Well,
willing to
are you planning to make up your
sacrifice
mind anytime soon?
themselves so that the town
I would like
survives.
to know how you're going to keep this town
Help
intact.
me get to the cathedral. I'll show you.
No, Bachelor, you will never understand this. You are very smart, but your intelligence holds you back. You will never come to understand the truth. Even though you're closer to Maria and believes in Simon's abilities, you are still far behind from understanding the higher purpose of things. And my truth only comes together on that level. Both you and Barax are semi-literate simpletons, so why are you both pitying me? Why won't you respect my knowledge as much as I respect yours? Your victory is a victory of pure reason. Look, just like we all, you have reconstructed a picture of the whole universe and found the root of what happened, but your picture is austere and bare bones. You have merely come to understand the mechanic of the events. You're generally a mechanic of a medic. Were you then? Me and Barack, we are different, and much more profound, believe me. Your wall is mechanically consistent and rational typo again. You want to keep what is reasonable and keep to destroy what is necessary to destroy in order to complete your tragic mission with minimal risk. Holy shit, the typos in this sentence. Are you laughing at me? I want to keep the polyhedron. What can be less logical? You want to keep the polygon out of the respect for the kind of genius who has calculated the mechanics of a miracle trap. A contraption able to capture what should have not been captured. The Polarian is a cold medical masterpiece made of glass to you. It's a very different thing to me. Look at you, it looks like you're possessed by someone else. Perhaps it's not the same me as you knew before. You're more than one me, a lot, perhaps. You've got the same pretty face, but who knows whose will is behind it right now. No, I won't give you an opportunity to make a choice. I am indeed powerless, as you can see. I am accused of having arranged your discovery. I have lost my vote of confidence, so tell them whose discovery it is. For the laurels are yours, or are you in doubt? Your diabolical deception was so simple. The cause and the source. It's so easy to put those very different things together, Inquisitor, but they are not the same. In this case, they are. It's strange that you failed to see that. This place is a utopia. That is an abuse of nature. The utopia must be destroyed. It's evil. What is an utopia, Aglaya? Let's talk for the last time. What is provoking your hatred so much? I am a humanitarian. My duty is to save people, not kill them. I only condemn the few to death for the sake of the many. Now I'm offering you the same. I am offering you to save the happiness of several thousand hardly shedding any blood at all. The utopia will demand more and more sacrifice, you know? Even this utopia. So, but why do you think that this place is a utopia? Nobody conducts social experiment here. Look, this place is more natural than nature. Utopia usually construct to embody a perfect justice, liberty, economical thrift. This one, however, is different. This town is not a place that does not exist. It's a place that cannot exist, mustn't exist. Here is the cause of this, and the source are the same. Do elaborate on that, please? I'm failing to understand where you see the root of all evil. Our country holds the absolute record on experimental utopia designs, and this is a feature that should be interpreted as an absolute virtue. Social masterpieces are rare, but they do happen, and they don't have to be accidental. Indeed. However, somehow they never seem to live long. Not at the dawn of the current centuries, there are almost none left. One gets behind the impression that there is no country that would imbue its inhabitant with inner force simply because they happen to inhabit it. There have been examples of this, but they have all been destroyed. Why? Let's get back on the matter. I do not know. Let's get back on the matter at hand. A wonderful town is suddenly beginning to die. No one knows why. Why this one, the one that has managed to produce wonder, the most curious and most mysterious, inhabited by the most talented people. What did they do to deserve this? I'm all ears. I'll tell you. I already know what you're going to say. That the persistent pleasure of capricious powers that be, the miracle that has been accidentally embodied as the polyhedron, is forced to stay there, captured by the flesh of the town that has nurtured it, feeding it its resource, people, and hot blood. This flesh has become its womb and its prison. You're being you're being too metaphoric. What does this have to do with my choice and the epidemic? Enslaved miracles do not die out on anyone's malice. This is their nature. You can't hold a miracle with your hands. You can only hold its corpse. That idea is not new. Let us have a closer look at the disease. The embodiment of this logic. Is it good or evil? Why has it come to the town? Do you consider it to be good? Why do you come to this town at the same time then? You are all the definition. You are, by all definition, a hero. A miracle maker almost. It was the power that be that has tried to make you detain. A miracle here. Not the poor obsessed Cain. They've only played their parts, and they represent their own force. But you? Do you really want to go back to being a slave? The powers that be are bending you to submission according to your own designs. No, I don't. I hate them as much as you do. You are obsessed with revenge, Aglaya. Revenge is bad companion in search of the truth. Then tell him, Daniel. There he stands, waiting for your words. A puppet just like guide his weapons. No one has heard a single word of recommendation from me yet. I am relying on you completely, just like I said, and heed my warnings. I remember everything we talked about. Be silent.
We're being manipulated.
Wait! Okay, there's a scroll. There's so many choices. So, Bachelor, it was neither greed nor plotting nor circumstances that has informed your choice, but your conscience alone. I have been given orders to level everything here, but that is not necessary. I am willing to trust your judgment, risking my life and honor, for I am merciful. Where should I point the weapon? I am not ready to make a choice yet. Let the settlement be destroyed, but there is no reason to hurt the polyhedron. The survivor will find a shelter until we vaccinate them, and the epidemic will die on. You only have to destroy the polyhedron to put a hand of the disease. There is no point raising the whole town. There is no need to destroy anything. We can do all together without gunfire and preserve this wall as is. I have come to announce my decision. There will be no decision. I forgo the right to make a choice. I will not decide this town fate and present my argument to you. I'm not ready to make a choice yet.
The caprice of our temper
I knew you would come.
more whimsical
When will you
than
begin to
our
execute your
forces.
design, Maria? I have already begun, my Daniel. When the night falls, the wind scatters the smoke and the scorched earth, then the dust of the building demolished settles. You will see several new constellations light up in the sky. They will plunge the light toward us, and when the first speck of light reaches the constellation of Polyhedron, a miracle will happen. What will they be like? What are you going to call them? I'll see, but I expect them to be mostly red. Ruby, scarlet, crimson, carmine, merlot, mahogany, vermilion, garnet, rose, pink, burgundy. Perhaps you may even notice something familiar with the structure of this constellation. Where will these constellations come from? They have existed for a long time already. People just couldn't see them before because of their lights hurrying toward us from far beyond. Now the first ray of these stars are about to reach our surfaces. We will see their light reflected upon the specular plains of the preserved polyhedron. Why are you here, Maria? You ask strange question. Don't you see that this is my town now? I am the powers here. I am the mother. And since I am to give birth to a new town, I want to witness the demise of the old one. This is my duty. I am the last of the Canes. What about your brother? Aren't you going to share your power with him? There's nothing to be done about it. They have freed up the space for the new guest. My brother will become embittered, betray me, and rebel against me, but I will find a way to deal with him. He will cower behind Capella's back, willingly, when Mother's eyes frown and glare at him. Have you become her mistress already? No, I haven't. You won't see it here unless you're planning to stay, of course. I have considered the pros and cons. I'm staying. I won't. I'll leave the town and the military train at dawn. So let's see your choices, shall we? The one I'm the most curious about is doing
Wherever the
nothing.
order is, those lazy bastards.
We won't be able to make this choice without you. We are in a deadlock. The Inquisitor is holding me back. I won't let her act. It seems to me that she's plotting to laugh at her dying laugh and let the disease loose in his hand. Perspex is acting on the Inquisitor's behalf. If Clara is compromised, the town is doomed. I've said anything. Farewell, Commander. Nothing keeps me from entering the cathedral. I have a feeling, however, that the cathedral is a real trap, not the theater as the warning suggested. I renounce my freedom of choice. Let someone else decide. Let it as this may be. We're off. We're leaving. We are going to go to bed. I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen though. Probably bad. I'm gonna be honest, it's probably gonna be super bad. Is this the Maria choice? I'm going to assume it is. The winner is you. No, this is Plague Winslow. Yeah. I was curious to see what's going to happen, so let's do something else.
My arms are stiff.
There's no need to destroy anything. We can do it all together without gunfire and preserve the world as it is. You believe Clara? You pass the right to decide to her. I want the Inquisitor to hear this. I do. Speak, Clara. Bachelor Denskowski. Are you sure that you have nothing else to tell me? I am sure, Commander. The choice has been made. Am I missing something?
Neither the town
I'm looking forward to midnight.
flower have to be sacrificed.
You are a midnight creature, aren't you? Let's see how bad this is gonna be. And I wonder if this is gonna be the same thing as the Plague Winds lull. We'll see. I just want to do all of them. While we're here. Just a little bit more. So I guess all the adults are dead? That's what I'm going to interpret from this?
can't
Okay.
let cheats play with our freedom.
You only have to destroy the Polyurian to put an end to the disease spreading. There's no point in raiding the whole town. I respect Will. I trust him. He speaks with the language of scary tales of long-lost childhood. The language I've already forgotten. Let him tell you of his relationship with a tribal kin. I am sure. Claire saves both the town and the Polyurian to a steady supply of human sacrifice. Yeah! Sunglasses, finger guns. That's what I'm talking about. So this is Barak's ending. And all the kids are saved.
Luck and temper rule the world.
Uncanny Valley NPC is unreal. Let the settlement be destroyed. There's no reason to hurt the Polyhedron. I do. The soil underneath is soaked with poison. We're very lucky that the ground here isn't fastidious. Plow every inch of it with shells, shake it up and pulls rock out, split into the cracks, and no one will ever dare re-inhabit this land. This side of the river is uninhabitable. Yes, I see. And you believe that the tower will make it through the bombardment despite being so thin? Yes, the tower must keep its balance. I've studied the structure and I am inclined to believe that it's rather earthquake resistance. Like it's a weight on a steel ring. If no shell explode on the opposite bank of the river, the polygon will remain intact. Shell will only fall where I point them to fall. Let it be so then. Can you prove that this is a good argument? Can you prove that this is a good way out? Yeah, I can. Here are my argument. A bacteria, specimen, the vaccine, the blueprint, and the map charting the source of the pest. Are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me? I am sure the choice has been made. Thank you for your follow. And we're going to witness the final cutscene, and I'm gonna fucking sleep. It's 2:30 already. And I've been going for like 13 hours. But I will have done it. A success. Kill. This is so fucking silly. There's not even any. Okay, there is. Me when the Fallout 3 graphics. More Fallout 2, fair enough. And there we have it.
You did it. It was a free choice. We acknowledge the victory of the player.
It is indeed miraculous. The exit is clear. It shouldn't have happened. The miracle must be real.
Spooky. Well, I guess this is it. Farewell. The deed is done. We are finished. So yeah, we pushed through and it has been completed. Did I enjoy? No! This was miserable, but not miserable in the fun kind. This was more of the kind that's just like kick you in the knees the whole game. But this is it. We've done it. We've won. And now, we will never return. And I got a H Bomber Guy video to watch. Nice. So yeah. I don't think there's anybody even to rate at this time of the hour. This game somehow gave me a headache, and you weren't even playing it. But I enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed watching it. It did give me a bunch of practice with doing some silly little voices, which was my favorite part. Reading the dialogue was my favorite part of the game. Because it is like just different. This simulator was made possible with a kind of help. Because there's really nothing else like it from what I've really played. I would probably not recommend it, except if you're the kind of person that hates yourself and have a lot of time to burn. But it has been done. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be raiding out anyone. At least there doesn't seem to be much on my list that I really want to raid. Which is fine. That is completely fine. It is also like 3 AM, so I wouldn't even be able to stay much long anyways. But we're done here. Really. There's nothing else to see. I guess I can look at the achievement if anything, but all in all, it has been successful. And I'm sure no regrets will be out of it. And that's perfect as it is. I'm going to wait for the credit to finish rolling out. And then I will return to slumber. There is a good chance that more stream will happen next week. For a reason that I don't need to disclose. But if not, this has been enjoyable. Except for the parts that weren't. I'm not gonna say no to a 13-hour stream. But I am going to say yes to sleeping. Collapsing. Becoming nothing more than a heap of a heap. I wonder how long the credits are. Yeah, I guess I'm going to decide next time. Or like next, whatever we're going to do next. I'm probably gonna be taking it easier. But yeah. We have a couple of things to finish. I'm sure we're gonna find what to do. So many games I finished this year. Oh yeah, I still gotta do Armor Core. That's gonna be something I'm gonna have to deal with. Which is gonna be fun. After this, something easy is going to be good. Oh, silly. Silly you. I don't think you understood what kind of place this is. Easy is not my middle name. I guess I can look at my Discord messages. Oh, fuck! What? You're just gonna start bullying me now? I don't think you're allowed to. Yes. Well, I guess I have no other choice than to time you out. At the end of the stream, too. That'd be most regrettable. Would probably even suck. I realized I was muted when I was saying that. Anyways, the credits are a lot longer than I realized they would be. I would be hoping they would be ending soon. I am curious to see what the original game looked like. Cheat engine to speed it up. You think I'm gonna do that? You think I'm gonna dare? me look at some stuff with funny little guides. Devolver Digital? Whoa, that's so cool. We have to be almost there yet. Evolve team? Willard Public Affairs? Cool things? Those must be some pretty fucking cool things. Oh. Okay, I guess it's ended. That's fine. We are done here.